Hi guys, I have another video for you today, and this video is about filming yourself and filming your screen. And that's valuable because if you want to lecture to students, if you want to give them some sort of presentation, if you just want to make a video of yourself talking them through some sort of presentation, a PowerPoint, a video, you can do that really easily. And basically, what I'm saying is, I want to help you make videos like the one you're watching now, a video where you're looking at my screen, maybe my face, and providing videos like that to your students about whatever subject you're teaching. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my face in the corner right here. And I'm going to show you how we got there. And hopefully by the end of the video, you're going to know how to make a video just like this. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of my face and I'm gone, but hopefully you can still hear me. And essentially what I'm using to create this whole dynamic is an app called QuickTime Player. Okay, and QuickTime Player is an Apple app. It's a program built into your MacBook already, so you already have it. You just don't know it yet. And I find it by going into this other folder, and it's right here, QuickTime Player. Okay, it's a Q icon. If for whatever reason you cannot find it, I would just go to the search bar up top, and I would just start looking for QuickTime, and it'll pop up, right? So I'm going to click on QuickTime Player. And the first thing it does is it prompts me to open one of my videos because QuickTime Player is primarily for watching videos, not just for making them. So it thinks you want to watch a video. So we're going to hit cancel because we don't want to watch a video, we want to make one. But notice up top on the top left, it still says QuickTime Player. We're still in it and we're still using it. So at this point, we're going to want to click File. It gives us three options: new movie recording, new audio recording, new screen recording. Okay. All of them are valuable. So new audio recording is obviously if you want to record your voice and just your voice. And new screen recording is obviously if you want to record your screen, which we'll get to in a moment. But I want to focus on new movie recording first, because what that does is, there I am, it opens your webcam, okay? And it allows you to film yourself. What I can do is I can minimize that, shove it into the corner like I did here, or shove it into any part of the screen you want. And now suddenly you have yourself as the teacher, as the floating head lecturing to the students. Do you have to have this? No, you don't have to have this. You can just record your screen without your face there. Maybe you're not comfortable with this, but it's a cool option. And I think students will like to see your face, maybe every now and again, right? So at this point, QuickTime Player, as you see in the top left, QuickTime Player is still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit File. And notice there's one last available option. It says New Screen Recording. And again, that's going to allow us to record our screen, as it says. So I'm going to click it. And the only real options it gives me is, well, it shows me my voice. Clearly, my voice is working. And it also shows this red button. So we are going to click that red record button. And it says at this point, if I click, I am now recording. So I'm going to click. And at this point, it is recording my screen, okay? Notice up top, there's this white square up here. If you click that right square, you can stop the recording, but we don't want it yet. So let's say I have a presentation open, which I do, how convenient, that I want to go through with students. I would just talk them through it, lecture through this whole thing, make a video of myself, and the whole thing is being recorded. And eventually students can watch it like a lecture. Now, one thing I want to point out is that you don't need your floating face to be here. If I X out of it, it's gone, and I'm still recording the screen, and I'm still lecturing to my students. So we're back to a blank screen again, because I want to show you just two more quick features or tweaks that have to do with QuickTime Player, okay? So I have it down here, and I'm going to click QuickTime Player again, and I'm going to cancel out of the opening of video. And like before, I'm going to hit File, Movie Recording, because I want to put my face on the screen again. There I am. And just like before, I'm going to shrink myself into the corner. But if you notice, if I open Safari and I move the window, I can cover my face. And let's say you don't want to cover your face. Let's say you want to keep your face on screen at all times. I would click it. And in QuickTime Player, I'm going to hit View and Float on Top. And what that does is it forces my face to float on top at all times. So if I click it, now you'll notice, even when I move my Safari window, my face, the video of myself, always floats on top of it. Nothing can cover the video of myself, okay? You don't have to have that on. I just think it's a good feature. So again, that would be going to View and Float on Top, okay? And notice I could also unclick it, and then it's gone. The other feature I want to show you is about screen recording. So if I go to File and New Screen Recording, which is what I did before, and then I hit the red button that records, notice it gives me an option. So it says click to record the full screen, drag to record part of the screen. So let's say that I only want to record, I don't know, the portion of this that has the lecture PowerPoint in it. I can click and drag, holding it down, and this will be the only portion of the screen that gets recorded. And then I click Start Recording, and it does. And so again, the only thing being recorded right now is this portion that I've outlined. Everything outside of that is not being recorded. Notice in the top right, I still have this white box that I can click on to stop the recording. So the last thing I want to show you is what happens when you click on that white box to stop the recording. The first thing it does is it immediately shows you the video that you've recorded of yourself, okay? Notice that it has the play button right here, and you can play it. And I'm going to lower the volume because that's awkward to watch two videos at once. But this is the video that you just recorded. So let's say you watch this video that you just recorded and you're pleased with it. You are going to go up here. You're going to hit this red X, and it's going to prompt you to save it with a name. So I'm going to call this screencast footage. And I'm going to put it in my documents folder, and I'm going to save it. And just like that, when I open up my documents, I have a lot of junk in there, but one of those is my screencast footage that I just recorded. And whatever you record will go there, and you'll have your movie. Now, what I've just shown you is how to record a video of your screen. Maybe it includes your face, maybe it doesn't, but I've just shown you how to record your screen. The second portion of this is how do you get this to your students? Because right now all I have is a video file. I have this nice video file, a .movie file, and I need to give this to my students. Now, a lot of you guys might be tempted to just kind of paste it on your Google Classroom or your iTunes U. I would highly, highly, highly recommend not to do that because video files are very large, and very often Google Classroom or iTunes, you can't handle a file that large. It's too big. What I'm going to recommend you do instead is just upload to YouTube. Okay, so take this movie file and upload it to YouTube, and then send that YouTube video to your students. Just send them the link. Now, I've already made a video showing you how to upload to YouTube, which I'll include the link to below. But uploading videos to YouTube is super easy. So I would recommend you highly to do that. The last thing that I want to show you, as you can see, is how to perform this whole screen recording on the iPad. And the iPad has a built-in feature the same way that the Macbook does that allows you to screen record. So there's very little effort needed on your part. So in order to screen record, all you have to do with the iPad is go to the very top right corner and pull down. And you'll notice that there is a red blinking icon in the bottom right. Do we see it? It's like a red blinking dot. Now, on your iPad, this icon will not be a red blinking dot. It will look the same, but it won't be red. Mine is red because it's recording now. Yours will probably just be white. but that is the button that you are going to push to record the screen. One thing I also want to point out is that it can record your voice on the microphone built into the iPad, but it's not doing that automatically. You need to choose that setting. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to hold down that button. Again, yours will not be blinking. Mine is, yours won't be. And you'll notice that it shows that it's already recording because I'm recording this right now. But if you hold it down, you'll see at the bottom it says microphone off. Now, I can click it on or off if I want the microphone on. I'm going to keep it off because I'm recording into a different microphone right now. But if you would like to let the students hear your voice while you're recording, click that microphone on, okay? And then at that point, you would just click on that white circle and you will get a countdown timer. It will say 3, 2, 1, and then it will start recording. And it will look a whole lot like my screen does now. Now, if you look at the top right, the very top right of my screen, there's this glowing red icon, okay? And that shows that my screen is currently recording. And as long as it is red, my screen is recording. If I tap that red icon, it says, screen, do you want to stop recording? I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to stop recording yet. Now, this is useful the same way that it was on the MacBook in that I can open a Google Slides and I can show it to my students, right? And I can go through it and present it to them and save the file while also recording my voice and the screen. I can also go to Notability and I can actually do problems. I can do full math problems or full social studies questions or whatever it is you want to do. In my case, science problems. And students can eventually watch me do these through the video that I send them. And they could even hear my voice as I do them. So this is a very useful feature. Again, it is built into the iPad. There's very little work that goes into it. All you need to do is pull down from the top right and hit that white circle. It's worth pointing out that on the iPad, when you are done screen recording and you hit stop to stop the screen recording, the video saves in your Photos app right here. So I'm going to click on my Photos app, and hopefully you see at the bottom here there are multiple videos of screen captures that I did with my voice in them. And you can watch those screen captures, you can see how they look, and then of course you can upload them to YouTube and your students can watch them like mini lectures. And maybe you can, again, lecture to them, maybe you can go over homework problems with them and they can hear your voice and watch you do these problems. And if you're a math teacher and you have a good stylus, you can do full math problems that way. If you're an English teacher or a social studies teacher or a science teacher, you can write out full answers to short answer problems as well. Think about using this, guys. This is a feature built into the iPad. Make a quick video, make a quick lecture, and put it on YouTube using the YouTube video I made and see how students respond to it. I think that they will really appreciate hearing your voice and maybe seeing you go through these problems one by one, especially for some of you teachers who do questions or problems that are very, very, very complex, multiple steps. Seeing you do the problems on your screen in a recording is so valuable. So think about doing it, try it out. Other than that, have a great day, guys, and I will see you with the next video.